chat, because thank you, Thaddeus, that brought up something really important and powerful to talk about. So, cravings and addictions. Now, we're talking about food, yes. Cravings and addictions can also be other things in our life. It can be gambling, it can be food restriction, it can be overeating, substances, alcohol, all sorts. And these can come from emotional patterns and then physical addiction. So first, an addiction starts from an emotional need. So one of our 3 needs not being met. And so we seek to meet them in something, we outsource that need, and then it becomes a physical addiction. So it's not a physical addiction straight away. So first we tackle the subconscious and the emotional aspects. The physical addiction when it comes to food. First, we understand the difference between what is food and what is a product. So we have 2 things. We have food and we have products. Food is anything that is in its natural format. Anything that has not been adulterated from its natural state. A product is something that has been changed, it's been altered, it's been refined. I will read your comments as we're chatting. Let's finish that thought. Thank you guys for writing in the chat. So anything like bread, sauces, cakes, biscuits, guys, start naming a few, anything that you might think that's a product rather than food, something that you find challenging, something that you crave, something that you would like to remove from your diet, but you find that you just desire it, that you want it. We have this excitatory response in the brain that is triggered with substances like cocaine, but is also triggered with the combination of sugar, fat, and salt. And the food industry has worked out the formula to trigger this excitatory response in the brain that makes these foods as or more addictive than cocaine. So something like a biscuit. I mean, I used to have a sugar addiction. I used to be addicted to cakes, chocolate, biscuits. That was my thing. I couldn't manage without it because there was emotional need not being met. My subconscious program had trained me when I was a good girl that I could have sweet things. And there was the physical addiction. So once we understand that there is that physical addiction, so yes, at the beginning, it requires some effort to remove it. Once we've removed this physical addiction, we no longer need that food physically. Sometimes maybe we've taken that food